Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Great to have you with us bright and early on WKYT. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Welcome in. It's Tuesday, August 18th.
The time now 6:31. We have new details coming in about a crash in southern Kentucky that killed a Russell County Sheriff's deputy.
A Jeep plunges off a steep cliff and into a river in Jessamine County. Coming up, we'll have the details on the dramatic rescue that saved 3 people.
KFC's Colonel Sanders getting another facelift in some newly released commercials.
And we're looking across the way, seeing a few showers. They're very light down toward the south and the southeast. Now, that is your best chance of rain for today. As we slide throughout the afternoon, though, look at your 24-hour planner. It does fade, but it doesn't fade for long. We'll talk about those storms for tomorrow coming up.
All right, let's get to the news.
There was a dramatic rescue on the Kentucky River. New this morning, 3 people were hurt after their Jeep crashed into the water.
That crash happened about 1:30 this morning off High Bridge Road on Lock 7 Road. All 3 people involved have been rushed to UK Hospital. WKYT's Mark Barber is there live this morning to explain what we know about what happened. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Bill. Firefighters say that this was a very difficult rescue for them, but they say they were able to set up a rope system and pulled those 3 people up over the steep, rocky cliff and got them to safety. Now those people are all here at UK Hospital. Firefighters tell us that a woman who was knocked out during the crash was flown here, and 2 men who were also hurt in the crash are also being treated here as well. Firefighters say the crash happened around 1:30 this morning when their Jeep ran off of Lock 7 Road in Wilmore, went over a cliff, and crashed into the Kentucky River. The cliffs in that area can have steep drops, up to 75 feet in places. Crews say when the Jeep landed in the water, the woman was knocked out, so one of the men grabbed her and they all made it to the riverbank. Firefighters rushed to the cliff when someone who was nearby called 911.
When we made it to the riverbank, the female patient that was unconscious was still partially in the water. We completely removed her out of the water at that time and started patient packaging. She was semi in and out of consciousness throughout the rescue.
Now firefighters think that the 3 people who are here at UK Hospital will recover. They say fortunately none of them appear to have life-threatening injuries. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you very much. Now 6:33, and it is a tough morning for officers in a southern Kentucky community after one of their own was killed in a crash. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is in our live desk now with some new details about the Russell County Sheriff's deputy. Good morning, Hillary.
Good morning, Bill. The Russell County Sheriff's Office is dealing with the loss of one of their own after a deadly crash yesterday, and we have now learned Deputy Sean Cook also served his community as a firefighter. The 39-year-old worked several years for the Russell Springs Fire Department and had served as court security and a transport deputy with the Sheriff's Office since 2010. Investigators say the crash on US 127 in Clinton County involved a dump truck and 2 pickups. It happened about 1 mile north of the Tennessee state line when Kentucky State Police say Cook attempted to pass a pickup when he then collided head-on with a fully loaded dump truck. The Russell County Sheriff's Office says Deputy Cook was off duty and driving his personal vehicle at the time of the crash. No one else involved was injured in the crash. Bernard Funeral Home in Russell Springs is handling the funeral arrangements for Deputy Cook. At the live desk, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
We're very sad, and certainly one who had served his community in numerous capacities there, so you know that people there are going to miss him. We have a traffic alert this morning if you are heading east on I-64.
The State Transportation Department is warning of heavy delays if you're traveling through Franklin County. Only 1 lane is open around the 47-mile point. This is near the Shelby County line. Contract crews are working on the bridge over Benson Creek there. Traffic is already starting to back up in that area. The state suggests using an alternate route. They hope to have everything back up and running by 9 o'clock. This morning we're hearing from people who knew a woman arrested in Michigan after police found her disabled sister starving in a locked closet. Investigators think Candy Lawson may have started abusing her sister while she lived in Kentucky. Lawson used to own a business in Frankfort. People who know Lawson say they didn't know her sister was living with her.
She always talked about going back home, you know, because she had to go help take care of her sister and spend time with her sister and stuff like that. I'd been at her home and everything, you know, here, but her sister was always in Michigan.
Well, the Franklin County Sheriff says his office did respond to some complaints at Lawson's home, but he says none of the issues involved Lawson's sister.
New this morning, a grand jury will consider the case against two men arrested in a Clay County murder. Roscoe Henson is charged with murder, and Thomas Miracle is charged with solicitation to commit murder. Police say Miracle offered Henson $5,000 to kill Trevor Dykes. Dykes was shot outside of his home last month. Police say Miracle arranged to have him killed because of a custody battle.
New this morning, police arrested a man accused of robbing a Lexington gas station. Police arrested Robert Pruitt yesterday at the Catholic Action Center on East 5th Street. Police say he had a weapon when he robbed the gas station. A witness was able to identify Pruitt from a photo lineup. A Woodford County High School student is proposing some changes to the school's dress code. Last week, Stacy Dunn posted a photo of her daughter on Facebook. Woodford County High School sent the teen home for violating the school dress code because her collarbone was showing. The post was shared nearly 50,000 times. Since then, the principal has met with a group of students to address ways to change the dress code. Dunn says those recommendations will now go before the school's decision-making council for a vote. And I would imagine that they're asking for them to be a little, not quite as strict with that dress code.
Right, that seems to be where they're going with that, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Well, a Kentucky County clerk who objects to same-sex marriage will not have to issue marriage licenses while she takes her case to a federal appeals court.
Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis is being sued by two gay couples. Last week, U.S. District Judge David Bunning ordered Davis to issue the licenses despite her objections. But yesterday, he granted her request to stay his decision while she pursues her case before the 6th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Cincinnati. Davis has refused to grant marriage licenses to anyone in Rowan County since the U.S. Supreme Court legalized same-sex marriage nationwide. More than 250 pages of documents relating to a bourbon theft ring in central Kentucky have now been released. Those records were unsealed after a Franklin Circuit Court judge ruled that defense attorneys involved in the case did not have a compelling enough reason to prevent public access. The newly released documents provide an in-depth detail on investigations into Gilbert Kurtzinger, the man who prosecutors say led a 9-member organized crime ring that obtained and sold bourbons as well as trafficked in steroids going back to 2008. Well, Republican Rand Paul says he has contributed $250,000 and pledged another $200,000 to pay for a proposed GOP presidential caucus next year in Kentucky. That would be instead of a primary. State GOP officials are scheduled to vote this coming Saturday on rules for the proposed March 5th caucus. The state party's proposed switch from a primary to a caucus would allow Paul to run for president and for re-election to his U.S. Senate seat simultaneously without violating a state law that bans candidates from appearing on the ballot twice. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has endorsed the caucus.
Well, the next time you take a stroll in downtown Lexington, you may find the city a little bit easier to navigate. More than 50 new signs are being placed around the city, giving directions and encouraging people to walk. 64 additional signs will be placed near the UK and Transylvania campuses. They will direct people to major landmarks and tell you how long it will take to walk there. I like that. It gives you a little bit of a estimated time.
Yeah, I guess you have to
very useful.
Keep a certain pace to make your time.
Yeah, you know, you can do that with the help of little devices here and there.
Well, it's interesting and certainly a very walkable city if you'll get out and enjoy it.
Some of this is in preparation, obviously, for the Breeders' Cup in October.
Sure, right. Well, the face of Kentucky Fried Chicken is getting yet another makeover. Actor Norm Macdonald will now portray a revamped Colonel Sanders for KFC.
The fast food chain reintroduced the iconic promotional figure 3 months ago. Colonel Sanders had not been at the central feature of a promotional spot for decades. McDonald's fellow Saturday Night Live alum Darrell Hammond had been portraying Sanders, so they decided to switch. I don't know why, but there you go.
Well, there's been
it's good that they both get work.
Been some trouble, you know, deciding on who to portray the colonel. Since
I thought
he did
Darrell
his
Hammond
own
was
ads.
doing a good job.
Yeah, he was. But you know, the colonel used to do his own spots back in the back in the day, right?
Yeah.
6:40 is our time. 20 before 7 on WKYT. Hey, let's check live drive traffic for you this morning and see what is happening bright and early on your Tuesday.
Well, not looking too bright and early out there. Well, early, definitely. A little bit of traffic out there to deal with, but nothing too major there at Broadway and Red Mile.
There is some fog in some areas this morning that has reduced visibility, so if you run into a patch of that, just back off a little bit, certainly, so that you can be safely on your way to your destination. And we learned this morning that apparently it was concerns about traffic that led to that permit for the new high school over on Winchester Road in Lexington being suspended temporarily. So they're trying to work that out right now because at Sir Barton Way and Winchester Road there was an issue.
2017 is when that school is expected to open, so hopefully, you know,
get back on it.
Be able to get back on track there. All right, so coming up, a new mother and father were pulled over for speeding in Seattle and left the scene with a little more than a ticket. We'll have the amazing story after the break.
And we're looking at a little rain down toward the south and southeast, so storm chances aren't so much for today. Today's your driest day for the next few days, and really tomorrow and off towards your Thursday. We'll talk all about that with that severe weather threat coming up.